Hello, this is Falterfire, and today's video I realized I haven't really recorded any inner runs on the current patch, so I figured I would fix that. So, specifically, I kind of want to try out Summoner Inna with the, because I haven't done Summoner Inna on this patch where we have access to the dedicated summon slot, which obviously changes things up a little bit. I also kind of want to try out Aid. Maybe. I haven't decided yet if I actually care quite enough to put it in the starting deck. I'm also considering whether I would rather have Keen Contemplation or a Treasure Hunt. So, as far as mana goes here, Gambler's Focus is fine, but it's not my favoritist thing. I kind of want to try Siphon Card here. I'm kind of tempted to do either Siphon Card or Patient Focus. Patient Focus keeps causing me problems. Siphon Card's a little easier to play. I also, though, don't hate having a Predict because it makes for a pretty good upgrade target. I think, yeah, I am going to cut that for the Treasure Hunt, because I don't think I care that much about Adept. And Keen Contemplation tends to be kind of awkward when you have these really expensive skills you're wanting to play. Because, you know, if you draw into 2x Thriving Spirit, you're not going to have the mana to use that, which is awkward. I'm also probably going to swap this out for a Frozen Hide, just so that we have more consistent gear. Well, no, because of the mana that I've got, I'm likely to actually want to make sure I can play things after I play the Frozen Hide, which can be awkward. As far as the pool goes, I haven't touched this deck since on this patch, so I think the thing to do here is just to cut everything and start again, because we have so many new cards. So Twinning Ritual doesn't do a ton in this deck, so we're not going to take it. I think we will take the Mana Eruption over the increasing mana, although that's a pretty tough choice. Forbidden Rites is pretty bad with summons because it can accidentally overwrite your summons, which is awkward. I think this deck may be slow enough for Descent into Madness to make sense. I think Echoing Bolt is very funny. I don't think this is quite an Echoing Bolt deck, but it might be. Peace of Mind makes sense. Oh, we need Arcane Silence and Sanctity, because I just think they're both pretty necessary in almost all decks right now. Trying to think what else we want. As far as epics go, Charged Shield isn't awful. It doesn't super fit the theme, but having a bit of defense is nice. And 14 shield is enough shield to matter. Sure, we'll do Echoing Bolt, and do I think Empower ends up being relevant? Well, there's a decent chance we have Powerful, but can't do much with it. We might end up with Blade. And we'll just do Gather Equipment. Okay. So let's look at allies. Spirit Helmet goes in. Spirit Swarm goes in. I don't think we'll end up wanting more Thriving Spirits. We tend to want to cut those. I think Channeling Rune is bad. I don't think the runes on allies in general tend to be pretty weak. It's pretty hard for the allies to do enough. I always forget Shielding Bolt is now an option to shield all your allies. I just don't think it does that well. So Spirit Shield is technically on theme, but it requires us to sacrifice our front ally, which is often not a cost we want to pay, I think. And so I don't think that's what we want to go with. Although it does give shield to the front. I think we will put 8 in. I think that's a card that we could see ourselves taking later in a run. Yeah, the problem that I have with Spirit Shield right now is that, like, regardless of whether you're doing Paladin summons or Inna summons, you usually do not want to sacrifice your front ally because you are better able to manage damage to yourself than to your ally to begin with. And thus, yeah, it's not great to have your ally eat damage. Okay. Tyrannical Focus, I don't think is going to be reliable. Quick Thinking probably won't be either. I do think Weary Concentration is good. I hope it's good, at least. We'll see. Incandescent Focus isn't going to be turned on. Precarious Insight should be. Or Precarious Draught should be, rather. And then, let me see what other options, what other cards do we want. Obviously, Brilliant Idea. I think Endure is a possibility. We have two ways to get tough in. So it's possible we don't need the Soul Shield and the Heavy Stand. Having both of those is probably a bit silly. I think the big thing that we get out of having both is that it does let us support Endure in our pool. It's also possible that the Soul Shield should be something that gives us a bit more wits, because Brilliant Idea can potentially struggle. Mental Growth is actually possibly reasonable here. Stone Skin is definitely good. Sharpened Senses definitely seems good. Surprise Attack seems good. Giving our allies the ability to crit is generally pretty good. We also want those two. And then I think I want some card draw. And that tends to be the card draw that I like best. It's possible I want more card draw here. I think that tends to be a thing I find myself wanting later in a run. I think Predator's Focus is going to become Blazing Ritual, because I don't think we can count on tripping Predators consistently enough. And yeah, we may be low on card draw here. We'll see how it turns out. You see, I do kind of want a little more wits generation. I think Height of Knowledge is actually a reasonable option in this deck, now that I think about it, because once we started upgrading things, it's probably going to be turned on. Do I want Revelation or Mind Shield? I think Mind Shield, I think having access to that shield is going to be nice. And the question becomes, what do we cut for it? I think Sharpened Senses probably, because that is a little bit more borderline. I can't afford to cut any of the mana. Don't really want to cut any of the straight up card draw. Because I already cut the Overthink. I think? Yeah. No, Overthink's gone. Oh no, I just only put in the Trial by Fire. Yeah, this is kind of what I mean when I say like 30 cards feels pretty tight. Like, I have 6 mana cards. I can't really afford to cut those. The Endure is kind of underwhelming, I guess, sometimes. But if we're not going to have the Endure, I don't think we need the Soul Shield. I think we would rather go with an Overflowing Barrier, because that's just a lot of shield. And that'll help us survive against enemies that hit pretty hard. Okay, so I think that's what we're going with. And this is in us, so if it takes us that long to just build the deck, imagine how long the run's gonna last. I really like having a copy of that card available to me, and there's no guarantee we'll see it later. And obviously has better odds than other characters of seeing cards like that later. But so this fight in particular can be annoying for summons decks, but Toughen is so good that I can't pass it up. I think we're gonna start here, because I don't hate picking up a Lacerating Strike, even though it's not strictly speaking on theme. And just get that extra shield. And here's some mana boost. So this is on version 5081, and 5081 means that we have extra special effects that we didn't have on previous versions. I don't really want to draw, because I don't want to draw into that tweak, because I want to play it. Right, almost have that kill. We are going to get that kill on our next turn. I think we upgrade the Deft Focus. And there we go. taking a little bit of damage here, but not too much. I suppose the downside to cutting that soul shield, the tough access is pretty expensive now, which can be a problem. But yeah, definitely this is a deck that always is going to want more mana, and that is the downside to the Predict, is that it's less mana up front. You absolutely can't support that right now. I don't think we need that right now since we have the other thing. We have the Spirit Helmet. Alright. Getting the summon up is the most important thing. The fight isn't advancing until the summon is alive. Which is how the deck works. Okay, so ideally, I would like to tweak this Resolute Focus. But it means giving up the depth. I think that's worth it. I think that was worthwhile. And we can get that out. And screw it, we'll shoot extra damage. Playing so much Paladin, I'm used to get stuff showing up when I full block. Alright, I should do that, even though it's a little bit silly to do that. I should have done that first, because I would love to have had that mana. It's probably not going to end up mattering that I've created that. We're probably not going to see that before. Those are not upgraded cards, but we're still going to copy a mana. Alright, unfortunately we cannot get the extra thing out while still playing this. I think playing that is the most important thing. Alright, let's play that, draw cards. And get some. Why not? Alright, and we get the kill. Great, we love to see some mana. Precarious Drop seems relatively safe right now. I think it's safer than the Weary Concentration. And starting Wits is actually pretty useful, because when we pick up a Brilliant Idea, which is always going to be a goal, that makes the Brilliant Idea a lot more feasible early on. Think. I'm going to upgrade that, because that means... Oh, wrong button. This is now... So, Thriving Spirit Plus, this upgrade not only takes it from powerful, giving it powerful 1 to powerful 2, but it also summons an Angry Spirit Plus, which is 4x2 instead of 3x2 base, which is why we're getting this 12 damage here instead of the 8 damage we get from this. So that is a very, very valuable upgrade, because you save mana and your spirit gets stronger. We can easily afford to deal with that, I think. I think we have to get that out, unfortunately. And actually, this seems like a good turn to just do that. We are now bleeding, so we do not want to play too many cards. I think those are worth it. Yep, I would say winning the fight is worth it. Spirit Swarm is incredible, and we want it. I don't really have any cuts I want to make just yet. I think that I do actually, thinking about it, want to keep the Thriving Spirits. In Paladin, I didn't like them because of how that deck shakes out, but I think this is a different enough, because I think we are relying on the spirits here, that the fact that Thriving Spirit comes out with the stronger spirits makes it a better card. And because we now have the dedicated summon slot, that fixes the main problem that you would have on some previous patches, on like the live patch, for example, with spirits. Okay, so we can do just 21 damage outright. That seems reasonable. Yeah, that kills the front one. Bye. Relatively small amount of damage to our spirit. We can heal that one. Alright, so we are probably going to take, I think, a little bit of damage here, which we didn't have to. Oh no, we're not, because we're just going to win. Okay. Math is hard. I never do math. I just play cards. I think at this point, the weird concentration makes more sense. I don't think I want two precarious draughts. They stack very poorly together. We do absolutely need to find a cleanse source at some point. I do kind of wish we had an epic, a generic epic that was like summon focused. I think that is one thing that is very much missing right now. Just get that out. And then okay, absolutely gonna copy that. Play the temporary one, upgrade the non-temporary one, and then I think we apply weak and get another spirit out. And we just want to be able to spam a bunch of spirits. I think that gets us a lot of value. This one's going to be a little bit unfortunate for us. Okay, let's see what we get out of this. Okay, we get a little bit more of this than we get out of our spirit doing the thing. Let's just go womp womp. And we'll just end the turn. We are getting hit by a frenzy attack here, but it's fine. Oh. And sure, why not? Go and get some damage. Look at that delicious damage. Oh, we are shocked. We're going to take. Oh man, and then it lined up just the biggest attack. That's it's actually pretty unfortunate timing. Okay, let's apply weak. Yeah, unfortunately this is now a bigger number because of that. So I think we have to get as much shields as we can, which is just going to mean doing that. Oh, and we can make the front ally even stronger. So we're only going to take 10 damage here, which isn't too bad. And now we win. All right. Okay, I think having a Sanctity is very good. I'll take the starting purity, that's pretty good, and we're absolutely upgrading the tweak first. I think we do cut the last rating strike. I don't think it's doing anything for us. Not really. And then we are going to see if we can pick up a Toughen. I also wouldn't mind picking up a heal here. Let's see what we get out of that. Hey, kind of figured we would find that eventually. So this fight, this jerk absolutely can just demolish our spirit. It's in a bad mood. But that's good damage in. Fortunately, I think the tough and the weak, yeah, combined will get us that, will save them, yeah. So now we only have to worry about our own butt getting destroyed. Let's draw some cards. Let's deciding how I want to play this. because I do want to get out more spirits, but I also want to get shield up on myself. This is going to take out one of those plated stacks, which is nice. Would this take out another? I think we just do this. So, donk donk eats one of those plated stacks because of how plated works now. Plated changed very slightly this patch. It is now per card instead of per turn. Okay, we are just going to do that. A little bit of shield up, protect ourselves, and damage is going to come out. Alright, I think we're actually going to upgrade the Spirit Swarm, because that's going to give 2 powerful to all our spirits. And we'll just go. Ponk ponk. There's the shield, which is annoying. But it's not going to kill our Dorkums, so we're going to be fine. Okay. And that's the upgraded one. So that's the one I want to play first. Gotta focus on drawing a card here. We can afford to eat that just to have the extra mana for later. I don't think we need to play the whatchamacallit. There we go. Doing math to find out we'd already won, that's lame. I don't know why I would do that. I like having the Sanctuary. I like having access to it. I do really like Cultivate as well, but I think having Sanctuary is just very nice. Especially going into Munchroom. I know we already have the one way to get stuff. Alright, so this is going to put us at 10 cards. I think I don't want to play the Precarious Drought, I think, because I don't want... Oh, no, because we've got 2 of these, so we can just use that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we'll draw it. We're going to use these to get the freeze off on everyone. Which is going to finish from getting overturned. How much damage is this? 25? That's not enough. Yep. Okay, let's upgrade the Spirit Helmet. And just go whomp, whomp, whomp. And finish turn. So because we upgraded the Spirit Helmet, we now have enough growth to get the extra. To get an extra point of whatever. So we are going to absolutely Thriving Spirit. Get more damage out on our front friend here. Alright. Still have a tiny bit of Reflect up from the Caltrops. Yeah, we're fine with playing that. I think we're also fine with doing this, even though it means shielding that one up. I don't think... Well, it'll be fine. It does mean that there's a bunch of shield on them, but I'm not too concerned. I think we are winning any long games. No, I wasn't paying attention to that being an AoE. It's not going to matter. Let's upgrade the mana. That's annoying. That is the AoE again. Let's see what that gives us. Play vulnerable to that one because the front one is already dead. Alright, we can... Is the tweak in there? No, the tweak is not one of the cards in there. But this one's not weak, and I would like to make it weak. And then I think we just give 1 powerful to both of them. And shock you. Why not? Even though it doesn't actually do anything to change the math. Actually, we can just go and do that. It only actually ups the purity. It doesn't actually up the card draw anymore, which is unfortunate, but I don't know why I'm playing all these cards. We've already won. Our spirits have it handled. Bye-bye. I think we just take Trial by Fire. I think more card draw is good. I don't think we need the Spirit Bolt. Spirit Bolt is a whole lot less important now that you can just guarantee get a Spirit out. It used to be incredibly important to get that going as a way to handle fights where you couldn't summon because they were full. But that is much less of a problem now. I think upgrading the Thriving Spirits makes a lot of sense. That was interesting. So we will timestamp that. That is at about 26 minutes in. Okay, I'll have to send that link. This doesn't actually do that much for us. I do like Cursed Horseshoe a lot as a get out of jail free card. Tormenting Gloves makes some items better, and like there are a lot of other very good trinkets we don't have yet. But we also have a trinket we're willing to give up already. This is a very good trinket. I think we'll just take the Tormenting Gloves. I think it's one of the better accessories for us, even though we don't have that much direct use for it. Okay, going to actually play that so that we can draw, so that we can do that. And speaking of getting use out of that, that generated us mana. Could I just kill the front one and just do damage to all of them? I don't hate that. I'm actually sure this will still kill the front. Okay, it did. I wasn't totally certain it was still going to kill the front one after I discarded, but just getting all those kills out is nice. Yeah, absolutely fine with that. That'll kill all of them except for the back one. We eat a small explosion, but it doesn't hurt us too bad. Just eats the purity. And this is an AoE attack coming out, but it is not one that is going to hurt us too bad. Especially after we do that. And we can get tough, but we don't need to. Nice try, dummy. Once again, like, I don't know why I'm playing more cards. We've already won. Adaptative Spell is just a great flexible card to have. So I think that's the pickup. I still really want a Brilliant Idea at some point. Although our Wits generation doesn't really support it yet. I like upgrading that, because that means that we can get out a... I want to draw first. Okay. Let's play you. See what we get out of this. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do that. Alright. So, this is where the Precarious Draw gets a little awkward. I think we're still playing. So, the question is, what are we... we don't have to use the Inkwell right away. Can we get to this twice? Do we want to play this? I don't think we want to play that twice. I think that that's relatively low value right now. I think playing this twice might be worth it, though. Because we're losing... That would let us get the Precarious Draw out. We would have mana next turn. And then we're hoping to find the Sanctuary this turn. Yeah. So this is going to freeze the front too. Which makes it effectively free. If we get out Adept, that'd be cool. Play that before we play this. Okay. Yeah, so we are going to hand out more shields because it's not a huge deal. And that 25 poison is effectively halved. And because we haven't killed anything, this hit is just not a problem. Oh, I should have upgraded this. I wasn't thinking. Normally it would be a low priority upgrade, but in this case, actually does quite a lot for us. Let's see, we can draw another card, but that seems not amazing. Just get Curse out on you. Yeah. Okay, so our the big hero here is being a big hero. We're gonna copy that absolutely. Yep. And we're just gonna get that out. I think we're good. So yeah, as long as until our front spirit dies, we're in good shape. The problem is going to be if there's a decent chance that the front spirit dies when this does an AoE attack. So I think it makes a lot of sense to try and save this freeze concoction if we can. I think that this guarantees us, yeah, this tweak on the Sanctity, which is what I want. Because that means that the Sanctity now cleanses twice, which makes this a lot easier. Alright, yeah, we're going to draw some cards. They don't do much for us, that's fine. They also cleansed us of some of our poison, so that we don't have to worry about poison this turn. And our Murder Spirit gets more murderous. And we now have 6 powerful on here, so this AoE attack that's coming up in a few turns is going to actually potentially be a problem. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, cleanse. Now it's worth it. And we do now have room for a second summon, which will be handy. Yeah, okay, so upgrading that means that we can play it, which means we can actually play vulnerable here. Even more mana seems good. Bonk bonk, bonk bonk. Just the big boss left, and the big boss is probably not going to get another attack in before getting just demolished, I think. And we have plenty of shield now. Yeah. Our spirits are now fully on and operational. And so that we didn't actually take any real damage this fight, which is very good for us. Yep. And we get the damage in. Yeah, because the only damage we took was the 2 shrubs that we ate. Which we obviously played on purpose. Arcane Silence is pretty good. I also really like having the access to the mana eruption though. And I think we're kind of low on mana right now. I think we're gonna go with that. I think I do like the adaptative spell plus, but I also like Spirit Swarm plus a lot. We'll start with that actually. I will also upgrade the Thriving Spirit at some point. Battle Axe doesn't do anything for us. Overflowing Barrier, I don't know that we need at this point. But it's hard to cut it. I know that there will be fights where we need it, and the fact that it is cheap is relevant. I think we're just going to move on. I am lazy at cutting things. Alright, let's see. This Pulverize still seems good. Emerald Dragon is potentially a problem, but I think it should be mostly fine. I think we're going to go through the 2 events, because events in this section are very good. I did get the mythical triple Chimera run earlier today, because it is possible to get 3 Chimeras in a single run if everything goes your way. Because there are 2 events that can give you chimeras, although both of them aren't, neither of them is guaranteed to give you a chimera. You have to get the specific variant of the event. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Let's see, can we get mana? Oof. Okay, so how do we get... Okay, now we have no mana. We can do this, into that. And we can play these 2. That gives us 2 fighty boys. And we just have to get this kill before these summons come in, which I think having 2 friendos should accomplish for us. Draw. I think just leave these 2 treasures for later. It's possible the treasure hunt needs to go. I think we've got enough card draw now that the treasure hunt is probably unnecessary. Actually, I think we do want to use that to draw cards this time. 1 more. And Spirit Swarm to buff them. Alright, that actually ends up working out pretty nicely. So we get in a bunch of hits here. We take a tiny amount of damage. And now you are not going to get to summon. Even if I do this, it doesn't get to summon, which is good because that lets us avoid taking unnecessary poison damage. Bye. Do I want another adaptative spell? I think I want it more than... let's take the Mind Shield because we have to find a brilliant idea. I still think the Wits might be important. Having extra shield, it doesn't hurt anybody either. And even more shield. Starting tough is also good, but starting shield, more shield per card played is also very good. And most of the other weapons are going to be useless to us. I think Cornered Focus would be pretty nice. Just more mana. This is another fun feature on 5081 is we have these just blank backgrounds occasionally, which, you know, it's an interesting quirk. I definitely need to get all that extra, spend all that mana on the extra wits. But let's see what we get out of the bag of tools. Ooh. So we have an upgrade. Upgrade the sharpening stone, I think. I think I do not want to I want to play more cards. Do I want to discard? No, I think we'll... Alright. We're not going to be able to kill... We got pretty unlucky on how this hand ended up drawing out. So we are not going to get to do everything we wanted to do with this turn. See, there's guaranteed to get 5 mana off that draw. So that's guaranteed profit. Let's go ahead and do it. I think it's actually worth doing this. And play that. Play these mostly just to get them out of hand. Alright, that actually ends up working out pretty well. How much poison is Procure drop us? Only poison 6? Oh wow. For some reason I thought it was a much bigger uptick than that. Let's see. Copy that actually. Just get more card draw out. Because ideally here, we want to get this kill this turn, if we can. Because obviously if we don't have to deal with summons, then we would rather not deal with summons. It deals with the evade, and there we go. Murder. Surprise attack. get more critical hits out of our spirits. Critical hits are very good for our spirits. Let's get a spirit plus up for value. It's probably correct to have done this one, but I'm assuming to get this out to reduce incoming damage. Fortunately, the tough on our spirit ends up being pretty valuable. Okay, we need to get mana. I think upgrading the Resolute Focus makes a lot of sense. Battering through this is going to take a little bit, especially with this, this incoming attack that's going to potentially kill our spirits. Okay. Weak helps. See what else we can get. I think we actually do want to clone that. I think we just want to make sure that weak doesn't wear off. Definitely not playing that. We're actually not playing that. And Molwitz is nice. Okay. So our spirit is not tough right now, which is unfortunate. But now our spirit is tough. And there's a lot of shield for our spirit, which will help it against future hits. Do we need the mana this turn? Sure. Not really this turn, but for next turn. And I think we want to get tough here. Okay, so here is one of the AoE hits again. And yeah, so copying the, whatchamacallit is the only reason we actually have a, copying the hobble is the only reason we actually are getting through, that this enemy's still weak. Sure. Okay, yeah. So. Okay, so we can tweak things. Not currently holding any of the stuff I want to tweak. Oh no, I am. I do want to tweak the hobble. Because hobble plus lasts for 4 turns on its own. That needs to come out. I also like tweaking the adaptative spell plus. Makes it more generally valuable in a lot of cases. And I like just getting us a bunch of extra tough. So we are doing a pretty good job of staying ahead of these jerks in terms of survivability on our spirit. Yeah, just gonna do that out now. May as well. I know what I should have done was I should have done it while I had no cards in hand. So it would have been a 0 damage hit. Oh no, because we have enough powerful. It always was going to hit that plated. Okay. And yeah, we have plenty of wits. I was wrong about needing the Mind Shield. I think we can cut that. Alright, this is not one of our hits that affects our spirit, which is nice. Sure. Okay. This hit's big enough to be annoying, especially because our weak hit. Oh, there's our weak. Just kidding. It is still a big hit. It is still annoying. But we are also hitting pretty big, which I imagine is annoying to a friend. We don't quite have a lethal hit yet, but we're getting pretty close. Get that out first. Just more weak is good. Alright. We're going to explode, but that's fine. It does mean we are now one short of the amount of growth that we want. Let's see what else we get. Sure, we're vulnerable. Why not? Alright. Pop. Okay, so now there's only one enemy left, and we have some very angry spirits. Stress cards. More angry spirits. Give them all some powerful. Okay. 41 damage critical. That's pretty nice. And that was some very nice critical luck. And we just win. Bye. Okay. Arcane Silence is... So the fact that we have the Tormenting Gloves makes Arcane Silence a lot stronger. Peace of Mind being... I think Peace of Mind, though, lets us guarantee that we can cut the Wit's Shield. And yeah, because we're up against Emerald, where the Cleanse is less helpful and the Purity is more helpful. So we're going to upgrade the other Thriving Spirit. We're going to cut the Wit's Shield. We don't need it. Nope. That could have been the Chimera event, but we didn't get the Chimera. The event ended too early. Which is just a thing that can happen in that event. We're insufficiently lucky. And we are going to give out that shield so that we can just block all this damage. Fortunately, we also get to block all that burn. Means that now they're attacking for 0, which I think they're not supposed to do. So we're going to do this so that we can draw cards. I think we actually want to do this. As much as I would like to get out that Spirit Swarm. Tink, dink. Right. Hey, that's kind of exactly what I was hoping to see. Let's get out. I think Peace of Mind Plus is actually pretty important in this fight. I always like to have the growth, but... Oh man, we are so close. Oof, okay. Now, I wish I had put the shield on those dorks, on our friends. What we got? We're not playing that, we're not playing that. We don't like that. Okay. These guys don't have enough burn on them to die yet, although I think this back Phoenix is about to. Oh no, we're not getting extra burn on them. Okay, so they are actually not in danger of dying, which is nice. Fortunately, because we opted into additional fatigue, we don't really want your armor cards yet. Oh man, our spirits killed the egg before it could hatch. That is one advantage to having all of this, all these powerful stacks. Whoop. It's your turn to die. Bye. And didn't count as its turn 1. Because, yeah. Ooh, just get out 20 damage outright. But. So, I'm curious here. Dink. Okay, so no, the plate did go down properly. So I wonder if it's a problem with the Rupture Strike specifically. Right, upgrade. Sure, just upgrade that. You're easily winning this. Get dunked on. I don't really want more weary concentrations. I do like the idea of having more card draw, though. I really like the idea of having a Spyglass. The question is just, what do we Spyglass? I mean, the answer is Dragon Form once we have it, but we don't have Dragon Form quite yet, so absolutely upgrade that. It is also kind of tempting to just go Dragon Form. So I think we actually just Spyglass this because it's very funny. You just get this amazing army. Take a little bit of damage here, but we don't care. Hey, that's kind of exactly what we were hoping to see. See what we can draw. Okay, we were hoping to find the tweak, of course. No such luck. That's fine. It's tough. And some growth. And see about that. That. Sure, let's see what else we can get. Is there mana here? Yes, but not mana we can use. Gonna full block it. Oh no, that's actually the worst. Oh no! Oh no! They all shocked themselves and they died. This is just the worst possible thing. I forget this. I didn't even remember this guy had an AoE. I am undone. I am destroyed. Just get more growth. Let's start rebuilding. And the buffs come out. It's all gone wrong. Okay, let's upgrade. Upgrading the mana actually makes sense always, I think. Okay, that has to happen. Literally impossible for us to win unless we get out. The damage. And we get to eat an incoming shock with a purity stack, which is kind of what we need to have happen. Unfortunately, there was no way for us to get more value out to play that differently, get more value out of it. But fortunately, the army lives again. I can't afford to play that this fight, I think. So we're not playing that. We're not playing that. I don't think we actually need that. There we go. That helps. Should have upgraded this. It's fine. We're not in trouble this specific turn. Next turn could be bad. I don't remember. Yeah. Here comes the bad day. Fine. Good draw off of that. I don't think I want to. Want mana as always. Ideally. Okay, we do now have a way to get tough. This is one of our problems. We would also like to get some shield. We can actually upgrade this and then still play that. Should have done that first. It's fine. Yeah, they're all just gonna die. But we're making progress towards killing them. Towards killing this jerk. We will have revenge. It wouldn't have mattered if we'd upgraded the Spirit Helm, I guess. There was just no way. Here comes more plated. Pretty obnoxious. But we do get to at least take away one of it there. Took 1 damage. Okay. Hey, we can heal that back. Taking no damage. Taking taking 1 damage back. Our spirits are once again shocked and thus doomed. But not doomed to this turn. I think I actually have to kill this turn, so there. Yeah, we definitely have to kill this turn. Bye-bye. 6 spirits had to die for it, but we killed him. And we'll absolutely take a Dragon Form and upgrade it. How can you do anything else? Dragon Form is just a completely ridiculous card. I think I don't love the Treasure Hunt. Treasure Hunt can go. Ba-bum. So, I kind of want to do this fight, because it gives us the ability to pick up the Commune with Shadows, which is funny. We're fighting Baelator, which means that picking up Cleanse is less important. Trying to remember who all can kill... This jerk will kill my spirits, 100%. Which means that fighting through those fights is going to be a pain in the butt. But there's no way to avoid it, because the alternative is that we end up fighting through snails, and I don't have snails either. I think that fight is also going to be a bad day. Pause real quick to do something. Alright. The other advantage here is that we just get to go like event to event. This fight, I don't know how annoying it's going to be for our summons to deal with. But anyway, so the reason I want to do this is because I do want the Commune with Shadows, because that would be fun. And we do have a couple of rerolls, so I think we are going to hit all of these. Do I actually really want to hit all those fights, though? I guess so. It'll be fine. We'll see how this one goes. See, the funny thing is this is actually a relatively low value deck for copying Dragon Forms. Just because we don't have we just don't have the ability to get out as much value as we'd like. We we are going to unfortunately get hit here if we play another. Well, we're taking hit anyway. Let's see what this gives me. Okay, I would really love to draw a mana card here. So I think we're going to risk it for a biscuit. It did not get a mana card. Ugh, and then it just immediately chained into that again. That's very, very bad. It's kind of the worst possible thing. We can't activate this or we trip it again. That was astonishingly bad luck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this fight's going to be painful. And there goes our spirit. Okay. Absolutely copy the mana. Opportunities just set up forever. Don't really want to do this, but I don't really want to leave that sitting in my deck forever either. I think it is worth playing this. We have an AoE attack coming out, which is annoying. Ah, I didn't know that came with 10 friggin' poison with it. Okay, so let's just kill all the spirits dot attack, which is very obnoxious. There's a thing I actually wanted to upgrade. Not playing that. We are possibly playing that. We might play this. Okay, so we can do that, which actually ends up working out nicely. And there we go. So our spirits aren't dying quite yet. Oh, although they are in a bad way. Forget about the poison blood. Yeah, the poison blood's a problem. You can at least get out more damage. Oh, I didn't realize how badly I was poisoned. Yeah, bite. Yeah, I needed to get a cleanse out, and I did not. And we just upgrade that. We just need as much poison as we can get, or as much as we can get. This fight's just kind of miserable. So yeah, I was absolutely correct that the poison golems are just not going to be a fight that we want to do a lot of. For several reasons, it turns out. And this is without even a lot of constant constant whatevering from you, which is what I was, because I was afraid of something else that's not even happening. Okay, so we've got to cleanse twice. We're just going to pitch that, I guess. We do have to get a summon out, because like if we don't get damage out, we can't win. And we can't get damage out without the summon, so that's where we're at. I'd love to have this upgraded, but all is in the deck, not the tweak. We can do this though. Do that, which will then cleanse off some stuff. That's not coming out this turn. That is. I think this has to come out this turn. Although, pretty dubious giving all of these, giving all this lifesteal out, but Play all our spirits again. Just very rude. And we have no way to actually trip that. It's not possible. Resolute Focus does some more playing. I think we may want more card draw. I think we have to kind of play that. I don't know, I'm at this point where I both cannot imagine playing this being a good idea, and also we cannot afford to get buried under them any further. That's upgraded though, which is nice because that means that we can afford to eat more poison this turn. Okay, this helps. This means that we can afford to do that. And we are super tough, so... And we just get out... I think the hobble makes sense. I'm gonna get that for bonus value. Okay. So fortunately these guys don't really scale up, they're just... So we will get there eventually, they're just a serious pain in the butt. And we still haven't found it, we just haven't gotten the upgrade to line up on that one. And that's up, so we cannot afford to draw cards this turn. We very poisoned ourselves, mostly on purpose. Yeah. Poison golems are just obnoxious for this deck to deal with. I am not a fan. Sure, we'll upgrade that. Yeah. More fatigue doesn't seem to matter a ton. More spirits don't seem to matter a ton because they are about to just die. Fortunately, we aren't actually losing any health quite yet, although this turn there's a very good chance that we do. Cleanse ourselves, yes. Get a bunch of shield, yes. Can we afford to poison ourselves again? Can we afford not to poison ourselves again, I suppose is the better question. And the answer is no. So... I think this is our best bet. We take a lot of damage, but I think we finally get this kill. Yeah. Okay. So, I think you're actually almost in the position finally where we are starting to climb out of this pit. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to get there. Love to find another bandages. Get out of that. Finally line this one up. Way too late on that one. All right. Sure. Rude. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me 2 turns in a row. That's just not funny. But we have lethal. And because we do have enough first to get through things. The important thing is I cannot afford to trip Opportunist now, because if I do, it would have killed whatever. Okay. So we don't want to do that fight again. Cultivate actually seems okay. It's just a bit more card draw that comes with a little bit of life gain. Just having that little bit of healing built in is nice. So yeah, we absolutely cannot take this fight unless we want to be here for the rest of forever. This fight at least is the less annoying configuration because it we killed the ad first, and then we don't have the Prowler because I don't think the Hunter has an AoE attack. Let's go here. So yeah, this one we do have the Prowler to deal with, but we don't have Only got one of the two obnoxious problems. I should have gotten mana out of that. I wasn't paying enough attention. Mana into mana. Because what I want to do here is I want to go Thriving Spirit, into Thriving Spirit, into Heavy Stand, into Hobble. Because I think that sets us up in a pretty good position. Hmm. 5 mana? We did not. As usual, punish for digging for mana. Not that I'm going to let that stop me from trying. I don't think the Dragon Form's coming out, and I don't think it's doing that much for us, even if it does. Oh, we're now super shocked. I should have been paying more attention to that aspect of things. I think it'll be fine. We're only taking a little bit of damage here. It is going to be no. I think we're going to... Oh no, we don't quite lose any HP. We just get very, very close. So I think our plan here is to Sanctuary at some point. Yeah. I think Sanctuary is worth it at this point. And that is also obviously worth it. Very rude. You don't die if I play this, though, I think. I don't think you quite die either way. Playing this strips fatigue. We'll just get killed out. Okay, we do actually get that kill. I miscounted. We get one curse, but one curse is fine. AoE is coming out, which is always annoying. Can Dragon Form twice? Do I want to Dragon Form twice? I think I just want to do that twice. I'm going to go for more than once, though. We really can't afford to play that because again it would trip. Oh no, Opportunist isn't set up. It's getting set up. Well, in that case, absolutely. Tweak you. Spirit Helmet. All right. Getting very slowly cursed to death. Copy Death Focus. Another round of this jerk doing that jerk thing. Fortunately, we get a lot of damage out here. Hey, we got lethal damage. Yeah, Prowlers are very annoying, but we can deal with them. This isn't awful, but I think I like just getting the Blazing Ritual. I think... normally Tiny Book is incredibly... I think Tiny Book is still better than Lucky Die, because Lucky Die just requires more thinking to set up. Okay, so this fight could also be annoying. Again, like, these Prowlers are just kind of a pain in the butt. They're not the most... They're not unbeatable, but they are just slightly obnoxious. walk out, which is largely... I should have done that first. And I am sequencing wrong just all over the place. It's fine. So yeah, I don't want to play that now because I don't want to trap Opportunist. Okay, so... once again, we're just going to copy that. Getting out just an army of spirits. It's pretty good. Oof. See if we can find mana. I'd like to have found better mana, but creating the Spirit Helm helps. It's just very good. Because both of these jerks have AoE attacks, and I believe that we're getting AoE attacked by the snail this turn. Yeah. Unfortunately, we did not get Humble set up. Hobble. Humble, Hobble, same deal. They're words with letters in them. Get the extra mana out of this. There's Hobble. That helps. And this also helps. And that one is cheaper. And that's basically free. It's also free. Also free. Okay, we didn't quite get enough mana to play both of these. That's the more important one. And this is a decent way to do that. Yeah, the fact that they both decided to go AoE this turn is a bit annoying. But it is nice though that it was on turn that we were able to hobble. So it will largely mitigate the incoming damage. We will need that shield. Okay, good. We didn't get crit. That would have been very, very painful if we gotten hit by that crit there. Okay, you're dead. Which is at least one less problem to deal with. And we now start working on the back line. Let's upgrade. I think upgrading that doesn't actually do me any good. Just upgrade that. I don't actually care that much about having additional. I don't think purity is that useful in this specific fight. I would like to loop around to Spirit Swarm again. That's why I should Inkwell is Spirit Swarm. Ugh, okay, this is potentially... Just kidding, we are going to Inkwell Spirit Helmet. Which is going to ensure that our friendos do not die. Go ahead and draw more cards. Hobble. Skip mana and end the turn. Okay. Now that we've ensured the safety of our friendos. Yeah, that Spirit Helm is just incredibly important to the summons deck. Because it is, we live and die on it. We don't need that shield. Mid-boss here is probably going to be an annoying fight. But we'll see how it goes. I will upgrade just mana, I think. We are at the point where it makes sense to use that to draw cards. And yeah, like I said, just Spirit Swarm, get out all that damage. Sure. Womp. Now we have this friend hatched, who will not have any tough or other things, but alright, so we're gonna get the death to the permanent bleed. Goodbye. And hey, there's the brilliant idea. I would love to have the other thing, but brilliant idea is just so good it's hard to pass up. Absolutely going to take this fight over the one that is the other fight here that was just going to be a pain in the butt. Tough is good. Focus is good. I think we still are going to spyglass this and just getting the power spirit set up is good. Fortunately, we should have enough cleanse, I think, that the curse won't be a problem when these guys do their curse turn, which is normally the thing that in this fight can just mess you up here. Not ready for anything else for it to do that. I really like getting Hobble set up. Yeah. And we'll see if we can get mana. Hey, we actually got mana. Weird. I don't think that's worth it though. I just didn't think that taking the burn was worth it either. It's possible taking a shield was worth it there. Nope. Okay, everything's fine. So, I really want to be able to get double purity up here. Does not look like it's happening. A single purity is okay as a compromise. I wanted to get it shuffled in because that seems worthwhile. That will deal with the fatigue. Not the fatigue, that will deal with the one of the things. Just get that out. And that out. So we get 3 curse. But 3 curse is much better than 6. It's a lot more manageable. And we'll play that. Tweak the deft focus. Plenty of weak. Do that first. And now we will Sanctuary. Almost completely solve our problems. All right. Hey, reflect kill. Everything is going well. All right, here's this again. We can upgrade the harvest and the weird concentration. More shield, and I don't think we need that mana. Oh. It's gonna be sad when our spirits explode to these arcane detonations, but what are you gonna do? Answer, watch your spirits get exploded by these arcane detonations, obviously. Pop. Alright, let's upgrade that and that. So, that doesn't seem terribly valuable. Let's draw a bunch of cards. Alright, so we can now go womp womp. Womp. actually matter a ton. More tough is always good. More curse is always good. And sure, we'll brainstorm. Why not? Didn't even get us anywhere. Who cares? Everything's fine. Yep, on to the last fight. Which, as I mentioned, is the one where we have to deal with the arcane detonation, the arcane barriers coming out. But we do have some shields. And it takes them 3 turns to detonate themselves, so it's gonna happen this turn. Drop some cards. Got the ambush set up again. Sure, we'll Dragon Force. Why not? More plate. And the shock is actually relevant, potentially. And we still don't have upgrade on that. Just go womp, womp. And just ensure that we have plenty of that. Yep. Hey, we actually managed to get out without arcane detonating any of our dorks. Okay, prismatic shield is nice. I don't know that it matters a ton, but I think it lets us cut the... I think the overflowing barrier can go now. Alright, let's see. Probably copying that. Play these just because it's basically free. Those are also pretty good upgrades to just skip. Alright. See what we find. Alright. So that's actually nice. And shields. And fury. And this jerk is going to try and beat up on our friendos. Which is rude. It's rude. Come on. You can't just do that 2 turns in a row. That's just not okay. That's going to kill this one. I don't think there's any way for us to get around that. Because if we trip fatigue, then we're just toast anyway. I did that wrong. It's fine, because now I can't play anything. I think we upgrade Prismatic Shield. And we hope that we get exactly mana thing. We did not. But we do get a lot of damage there. Curse on you. Alright, we actually managed to get the kill there, which is very nice. Because it means that we don't lose any of our spirits. And now I think we're actually in good shape. Just copy this. Which gives a bunch of powerful to our spirits. And this jerk does not have hidden this turn. Another Spirit Swarm actually seems good. I would like to upgrade it first before we play it. So we only get out like one summon here that actually we get to keep. Because this jerk is going to keep summoning more friends that are going to keep taking up space. So we want to make sure that we get an upgraded spirit in that spot. Yeah, and so the exploding spirits the exploding spirits are our main annoyance here. Okay, this is net neutral on mana. That's going to just be also net neutral on mana. We can freeze these dorks out. They're dying anyway. I think our best... I really want to play this, but I think that getting some... because that means that they can survive one more big boom. Oh, the shock is not reaching out that fast. So, yeah. Summoning more of the exploding ones is very annoying. I think we just have to go for all the mana we can get. And yeah, we are going to, unfortunately, yeah, lose our friend. Replacement is summoned. Yeah, losing life to that. And we didn't even find what we were looking for. So we're just going to take even more damage. Should have just looked at what was in the deck, because I could have known what we were drawing. But if I was looking at things, dangerously close to putting in effort. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping to find. I think we upgrade both of those. I think just getting the heals out now is nice. Heal first, then Spirit Helmet. We are unfortunately going to lose a spirit here when it gets summoned over. Oh no, that was only a single summon. Okay. When it does when the double summon comes out, that's when we just lose the spirit and are unable to do anything about it. We can upgrade the Resolute Focus. As well. Hey, we actually blocked a summon. It's actually very nice. Buys us one more turn where we don't have to worry about it. And it means that we're going to get to play these beautiful spirit swarms to give more bonuses to our back spirits. Because this spirit is the one that cares most about, because it's not going to get overwritten here in a moment. Unfortunately, pushing the front one forward, because of the way that the summons work, we just keep pushing the front one forward. Security back. I'm just going to play out everything. Get out the damage while we can. So. Pretty good hits. I think we lose two of them here. Still just one. Okay. I don't actually know what... I know that it does the double summon at some point, but I don't actually know what the indicator that the double summon is coming is. Because I'm a hack and a fraud and I don't know what I'm doing. But you guys know that. You've been watching long enough. Adaptative spell can be upgraded. Could draw a card. Let's do that. Boom. Alright. We're getting enough occasional damage out. So this means that we get the one-shot kill from our primary friendo, which is important. And that should mean that we always get the one-shot out of you, even once things happen. Just keep the poison, I think. unfortunately, there's not a summon coming out this turn, which is very nice for us, because that means I think that we should be able to secure this kill. So we had like 29 damage that fight. It was almost entirely on those turns where I just had a combination of bad draws and bad choices. Surprise attack, I think, guarantees us the win this turn, or at least gets us very, very close up to these count. Math is for blockers. Okay, yeah, we just get close, but then we get the kill off of that, and now only the summon needs to die, and the summon is gonna die. Get that just as we can. Ideally, we would like to see the Spirit Helmet, just for completeness' sake. But it doesn't look like we were going to be so lucky. Okay. Pop. Okay. Reroll. Reroll. There we go. Allied Shadow Burst. None of it seems that useful. Better Shadow Bursts. And I don't really have anything I super want to cut. I could see cutting the adaptative spell. I don't think we are using it to draw enough to justify keeping it. And then I think we're just going to go event, event. That's not bad. Just looking at the time, it is more time has passed than I thought, but I'm not sure why I'm surprised. Because this is an inner run, so it always takes forever. Okay. So, as usual, get those friends out. And yeah, I think saving extra mana for next turn is worth it. Let's see what we get, because we get a second. Okay. Actually still lets us do this, which prevents a powerful stack from cutting out, which is easily worth it. Okay. So we do still need to find our Spirit Helmet, which we did not find. Let's see. I don't really want to give Taunt to the front ally right now, I think. Although making it the front ally explode for a bunch of damage is very funny. But I don't think we need it right now. Okay. So the question becomes, what do we upgrade? I think the answer is these two. Because then I get a lot of mana. And I'm definitely upgrading that. It means that we passed up on the Spirit Swarm this turn, but... that was poorly played of me. Now I get a bunch of damage as payment for my bad decisions. Okay. And we are dealing with an opportunist here. So there's a very finite limit to how much I am willing to draw, and that is one more card. And playing that doesn't do anything for me yet. I am willing to put that mana for next turn. The snail block is pretty annoying. That is also very annoying. Okay, see what we draw. This actually should freeze because of the vulnerable. And we can heal a little bit. Upgrade that. I mean, at that point, we may as well do that. We are taking some damage to our debuffs here. Okay. We could do that. We get to get tough. Yeah, that all seems very good. So the snail doesn't do the thing this turn? Oh, the upgrade meant that it had taunt too, which is why they took those hits this turn. I was thinking that it was safe to have done that the turn that I did it, but it wasn't quite. Yeah, freezing. Oh man, we got the full freeze out. That's actually even better. I didn't realize we had the full freeze. Alright. Yeah, getting a freezing concoction over and over again is pretty good. I am very happy with that. Apply the curse there. Alright, so we do have an attack, an AoE attack coming out. But should be fine. I am taking no damage, everything's fine. Now we can actually just summon that Shadow Burst outright. Which is fun because it means that we get that explosion. It is not worth tripping that explosion. Pop. Okay. Another Spirit Helmet? Absolutely. We'll go ahead and rush going into this fight. We may as well, just to be safe. I don't know that we're going to need the Sanctuary in the Baelator fight necessarily. But we will need it in this next fight that we're about to do, so I can't cut it. Just take all the health and goo. 2 more fights. So, normally this evasion would be a big pain in the butt, but I think that in this case we should be fine. The big annoyance here is that we are going to lose a lot of spirits to the, because I think this AoE curses, which is going to be a nuisance. I think we're actually going to tweak to duplicate the tweak just to get upgrades on our mana out real quick. Because again, I think that these spirits are just going to die on us real quick, which makes me hesitant to invest in them. Drop one. I mean, see what we get. Okay, yeah, now we can copy this. Which gets us 6 growth, which is nice, and it... Okay. So yeah, the big thing here is we do get to chew through some of that evasion. Okay, so that wasn't AoE Curse. I do believe AoE Curse is coming, but that was not it. Gonna need just 2 of those, I think. Okay, we're absolutely gonna upgrade that, and just that, I think. I think we do need the extra tough though. Although setting ourselves more on fire against this one can be a problem potentially. So what else we get? I think that's worth it. evasion taken care of. Unfortunately, we are going to lose one of these guys to being summoned over. But we're going to get to deal some damage before we do. Okay. Upgrade the mana and the Spirit Helm. Still doesn't quite get us to the damage we need. I think this might do it. Yes. No, because of the still the extra damage. So our only hope is for that to crit. But fortunately, the summon that we have right now is safe because it's in our personal summon slot. Okay, I think we're upgrading the Blazing Ritual. I think that's worth it. I think we are actually going to copy the tweak. Tweak the Blazing Ritual, play the Blazing Ritual, Dragon Form. Tweak the Weary Concentration now that we're done drawing. Copy the Spirit Swarm. Okay. So we now have 12 powerful on the safe Spirit. Getting that jerk out. Both of those makes a lot of sense. You're now going to get that off, which is fun. Sure, you're now extremely on fire. Ooh. Goodbye. And now, absolutely we are upgrading the Prismatic Shield, I think. I really thought upgrading Prismatic Shield was going to get me purity. More purity, but it doesn't. So I don't know if I summon a new thing, if it will... I don't know if the volatile will, the unstable will count if it gets summoned over, but I do want to know. So we're going to find out. That's enough. Make sure that unstable is in fact the name of the buff. I'm pretty sure it is, but oh wait, no, it was here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's not going to be a run ruining or anything. Just a mild annoyance. And we will cleanse ourselves twice. Even though it means giving out a bunch of shield. I'm really surprised there isn't an AoE, whatchamacallit here. I really expected there to be one. Have a little bit of powerful going on here. Just so much Spirit Swarming. Even more pure. And even more angry allies. Take away some of the powerful off of our friend. And we win, I believe. And even if we didn't, Okay. So this upcoming fight could be kind of annoying. We do stand to take a lot of damage. I think we take the precarious... We'll reroll, see what we get. That actually seems very good. I'm too lazy to cut any cards, I think. I might cut the Sanctuary. That's not bad. Temporary buff. Great. Going in with tough actually is a very big help. That doesn't do anything. She has a lot of energy. I don't think that damage matters. It's funny, but I don't think it matters. I think this matters more than that, though. And moment of truth. Yeah, I think we got the Sanctuary. Although with two precarious drops, that could end up being a bad decision. We'll see. Okay. We need to get through that. I don't know that we have a way to do it. A little bit. A very little bit, but a little bit. Okay, that does it. Which means it's now weak, which helps a lot. And getting shield on them doesn't actually do anything, but getting the growth does. This upcoming turn is going to be kind of... okay, no, because we do have enough damage reduction that it doesn't actually end up hurting us, which is nice. And I will copy a Spirit Swarm now that we have everything set up. I do think I want to upgrade that just for the extra shield. And the Spirit attacks commence. Okay. So, I don't think the Taunt 2 actually does anything here. So, I'm fine with doing that. I think I do want to get this powerful out, and the plated just cut. Upgrade that, I guess. Okay, but we're just going to copy this. That's what we're going to do with the rest of our mana. I mean, we may as well give out that unstable just for funsies. But yeah, this fight is completely safe for our spirits, which is good. Oh, we got the debuffs put on. Oh no, it does attack this turn. I thought it didn't attack again until next turn. Oh well, I guess we are sacrificing that. But I suppose that's fine because we didn't, I guess, have a good way to deal with that anyway. So, let's see what we draw here. I totally forgot that. Would love to upgrade this first, but we can't. We'll upgrade that. Okay, Spirit Swarm is what I want to play, but I think that is what I'm actually going to do. Hell's Heart. If I stab at thee. Okay. More Spirit Beats. So we don't have weak on this jerk, which is annoying. But we can just straight up block 44 damage, which is good enough. Yeah, it does make this turn less fun. Oh, absolutely gonna upgrade that and that. And is this enough? Yes, it is enough. Now we get a couple off turns. By off turns, I think just turns where we're not getting attacked. I don't don't think I actually want to sacrifice the front ally now. Although, I think we may be winning. Yeah, we're going to win before that would happen anyway. Get that. All right. And, yeah. Good run, good run. And that is it from me today. That ended up taking, as usual, longer than I expected because it is an inner run. But it went very well. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Toodles.